2 Grammys, and 2 albums later, here I am. My name is LeToya Luckett, and this is life, love, and music. Courage, bravery, willpower, heart, the will to achieve. It starts with you. Are you ready for the challenge? Y'all saw that roll in though. I was dead serious.
Quiet on the set, please.
I'm on the set of Centric's new season of Culturlist. And today we have on set Brian McKnight.
Get the exclusive in music, beauty, fashion, and travel. An all-new season of Culturlist, hosted by LeToya Luckett. Sundays at 11. Only on Centric. What's good?
We got speed. Welcome back to Culturlist. Right now I'm with someone who I'm sure has seen thousands of green rooms during his years as a performer. The man who brought us sexy ballads as Back at One, Never Felt This Way, and one of my personal favorites, the ultimate breakup song, One Last Cry. Y'all say what's up to Brian McKnight.
He was so serious, but all I was trying to do was stay on my feet. Clearly, he's been doing this forever. But he is an amazing artist, and I had so much fun interviewing him. I have a full day today, and now I'm off to film Niecy Nash on the set of Soul Man.
What's the dealie? Where are you?
So this is my first time really having to do a talk show, a TV talk show, and when I tell you the hours are so long, but the producers are great, the writers are great, I have such a great team, and I'm blessed to even have this opportunity.
Welcome to Culturlist. From here in LA, we travel the country in search of all things.
Okay, and so this teleprompter moment, a lot harder than it looks. I have an entirely whole new respect for television hosts. Seriously? And I can't see?
Just kidding.
I need LASIK, I need contact something. This is just...
And we stopped by the set of Soul Man to catch up with Niecy Nash. Okay, so Niecy, do you prefer pool or bowling?
Neither. Naked Twister. Is it just me?
Niecy.
Well, I haven't played that before, but...
There we go, right there, Paris. Good, awesome.
So it's BET Awards time, and of course there's fittings and hair and makeup and craziness, and my girl Shatira is here with me at my fitting with Devar and Ugo. I can always depend on them. They're awesome. I trust them.
This room right now?
You've been to like almost every event?
No, I only went to one.
You've been a lot there.
Yeah, I've been doing a show, that's why.
I know, I heard. Single Ladies and set Culturalist on Central. You dominating TV, next Oprah?
Whatever. Lord Jesus, please.
I live for fashion, but finding that one dress that's like in with the trends, the right color, the right fit, the right everything, it's like fighting a needle in a haystack. It's the hardest thing, one of the hardest things in life to do. It really is.
So do you want to start with the dinner look first?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's
Or look.
No, that's not for that. That was for the show. They doing dinner at BET. No, it's your show.
gosh.
No. Yeah.
Well, listening to warm you up, prep you and stuff, you know.
I bought a bra.
I have adhesive bra if you want.
I mean, when I tell you hours have gone by and we haven't found anything, we have not found that one dress. So of course, who's stressed out? I am. Why? Because the show is tomorrow. What am I gonna do? Have no dress, have no shoes, I don't know what I'm gonna wear, have a red carpet to be on. Help me! Jesus be a fence! Keep going.
I like you showing a little vibe.
Show her the other dress, the orange one.
You need a red leather mini number. Let me see if I can get this dress shipped to you.
If it's gonna be gown, I want it to be bag gown. The thing that was dope about last year's gown was it was a fun color. It was gown, but it was yellow.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's what made it young still, not like, oh, she's going to a wedding. I just wanted to feel young, but I wanted to be fly.
You said you'll do a gown if it's like that tonight.
I mean, we know when we see what it is. We know what we see, and we have a lot of options tomorrow.
I mean, simplicity is cute. Like, I would do it right mini and shut it down with fast shoes and just have the hair and the face beats. I just want to look sleek and chic, and you know what I'm saying? I don't want to look super forced.
Absolutely.
And they want me to relax. Don't I look relaxed? I'm relaxed, right? This is the face of a girl who's relaxed.
We're doing before.
I'm trying to smile. It's the day before, and I just want to make sure.
This ain't the first time this happens. It happens. It's not the first time.
We pull shit out.
This is not the first
Less than 24 hours with your ass
I trust y'all.
No, but I get why you live right here, but it'll be fine.
Very good.
I know like 3 of them though.
Yeah. Oh, girl, bye.
No girl, bye me.
Girl, bye. Meanwhile, over here, this one.
After filming 2 shows for Culturlist, a fitting, amongst other things, I now have studio with Andrea Martin. She's definitely gonna have enough energy for the both of us.
What music do we have?
Come on, we're playing right now.
Yeah, so I ended up getting Chris to send 4 tracks, so she picked the best one out of those 4.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Andrea has worked with everyone, from Kanye West to, Melanie Fiona, like everyone. She's awesome at what she does, but you have to meet her. She's definitely a character. It's been taking me a minute to record my 3rd solo album, and I don't want to rush it. I want to find that right song. That's dope.
That means a lot coming from you, because I know you'd be like, huh? Let me hear this again. It was okay. That feels good.
Between filming Culturelist, Single Ladies, and trying to make sure that I get an album out by the end of the year, I'm kind of loco. But thank God I have a team that puts it all together.
Let me ask you a question. So I know that you're filming, you have a lot of time that you're sitting. What about this particular song? I kind of feel as though, I don't know if it's the lyrics, I don't know if it's the music, but I feel like there's something that's keeping you from either connecting to it or starting to learn it, or you're kind of putting it aside. Is it really strictly that you're just tired? And we see your schedule, but this is part of what it is. You are acting, you are singing, you do have a story. We get that there's a lot on your plate, but these are choices that you're making. These are all things you want to do. And I sent you lyrics to a song. Are you ready to sing it? Mm-hmm. Have you had time to look at the lyrics? Mm-mm. 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 I didn't think so.
I'll look at them now. I love what the verses are saying. I love that it's something that I can definitely relate to. I think the hook is a little like, you know. Of course, I listened to it. It's just like, I don't know. I guess I never just was like, okay, let me go read the lyrics and really dive into this. I think once I heard it, I was like, this is a lot.
This is how I'm feeling.
It's a lot right now.
It's a lot right now. But here's the thing, though. When you say a lot right now, there's a lot right now that's happening for you in your career, and there's a lot of things that are happening to you emotionally. And the time that we're trying to find records for you and songs that fit and putting you with writers, I'm getting to learn, and I think your team is getting to learn, that there's a lot of you that you're not really ready to tap into yet. And it's showing when you're singing. It's showing when I'm hearing the songs that are coming back to me that I'm going, okay, it's perfect, because I know you're a perfectionist. You will hit that same line over and over and over again just so that it is right. But right,
I want it to sound good.
You want it to sound good, but you trying to make it perfect, it's losing its color, it's losing its feeling, it's losing the emotion because you want it perfect.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. But I'm coming to you more in a space of challenging you, because I know you've had regret, you've had torn, you've had a #1 record. you've toured. There has to be something else that now is moving you. And when you came to me, it was about real songs, real music. So that means that you're going to have to be real. Are you at a space where you feel comfortable enough to open up to whoever's in the studio with you and saying, you know what, I kind of never want to leave because this is touching me in a way that I don't want it to be perfect, but I need to actually be able to open up?
It's very hard for me to open up sometimes.
But if your song is going to go in there and rip out someone else's heart and be gut-wrenching, how do you do that if you're holding back everything in the song that you're singing?
Okay, right.
So it's a lot in a song, but it's a lot that a lot of women been through. You're not alone. The seat you're sitting is no different from one that she's been in, that I've been in. But you have a different place than we have. You have a platform that you can actually tell your testimony, that you can actually show people that you are beautiful, you are smart, but you can also be hurt. Doesn't mean you're broken, but you can tell a story where that girl who sees that then sees you and says, you know what, but she's on that stage still singing. She's still going for it. There's something you can still give, but you're going to have to give it. How do we move forward from here?
I think it was just that one particular song.
Is it?
It was just that one. It's not that, like, the other songs that I have, I am in love with. I mean, they're different. They're probably something that I was scared to sing about on my first album. Mm-hmm. So I am kind of opening up a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's a process, yo. It is. It is kind of hard because I am a very closed off personal person. I try and keep everything private, and I'm good at being safe. I'm good at being protected and protecting myself. I don't even know sometimes when I'm protecting myself and being guarded.
You do it a lot. You know I'm around you a lot.
Well, when you go through stuff sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. You said go through. So are you through, or are you still dealing with it?
Still dealing.
Okay, well, that's a separate conversation. So I'm currently still going through something.
I've gone through. No, okay. Which part are you asking about?
I'm asking because here exactly. So
I've gotten through.
You've gotten through a lot, 100%. But who knows that? Because you're not sharing.
I'm a sharer.
You're not sharing. When we brought in Andrea, we all had to leave, and you guys had to have a quiet time together just to get you in the mood of the record you were singing. She had to know who you were.
Which means I had to tell her my business.
Yes, you did, which is hard.
It's very hard for me.
It's very hard. It's very hard. And unfortunately, you've been around people and you've experienced what it is to not be able to trust everyone. But that doesn't mean that you have to judge everyone who comes back around you with that same, have the awareness. You're smarter, but you should still be able to judge the character. And if that means that you not sharing is preventing you from getting the very thing you want, who in the end is going to be responsible? Is it us that we're failing you and that we're not bringing you the records you need?
No, y'all are. It's, you know.
See there, that's what I'm talking about, the pause to be perfect. We're family. So I should be able to come to you and say, you know what, Toya, that thing or that, and this and what, that doesn't look right. Because ultimately we want to win together, right?
We do.
You don't have to pause with me. So if there's something in that conversation, I'm saying, you know what, Carmen, kick rocks. At least I know you're passionate. At least I know I'm headed the wrong direction by how you're reacting. Speak. We're here for you. There is no problem. There is no story. I'm 40-something years old. There's a lot that I could tell you. And if that's what it takes is for me to tell you something I've been through, for you to tell me, and then we talk to the writer, and then a story comes out of it, and you share that with the public, that's healing in there. And quite honestly, who cares what they think?
I just, you know what it is? And I hate always going back to that one song. I really do, because I've made 2 albums since then. But
what song? Tell me.
When I first heard Torn, I was going through that. You know what I mean? So it was personal. I was able to write about that or whatever. But I used to listen to that song like it was not mine. When my heart was getting broken. When, you know, I couldn't get away from seeing this guy. When I loved him because he was my friend first. But then at the same time, he was being a neeg. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to leave that. But then I wanted to leave that. But I knew it was probably something better. Like, I was going through that. Trying to find out what it is that I really deserved or wanted to put up with. I didn't want to put up with. Or, you know what I mean? So I just want to feel that again. I want to feel that again. And okay, if it takes me sitting down telling my business. It's, you know what? When I'm writing, I feel like I'm not telling my business, but I am telling my business. It's different when you're writing, whereas when you have to sit in a room with a writer and tell them your business.
Right, 100%.
And they know that's your personal business.
100%.
It's very different, and it's difficult, especially when you're still hurting.
You can say that and sing that on the mic. That's a story in itself.
I'm going in my
Right, you're
shades
going
now.
back into your shell. That's a story in itself.
My manager, Carmen, and Melantha Hodge, I mean, always get the work done. I could not ask for a better team. My girl Ashley stopped by to just, you know, see how I was doing in the midst of the circus. And we have the best conversations. I'm really, really thankful for her.
Let me do it.
Chopsticks?
Is that what it is?
No, it's...
Yeah, put the Whopper down.
Yeah, you know I can play. Wait.
You messed it up. That was sloppy. That was sloppy handwork. Get it together. Friend moments are my favorite. No, really, what do you want to talk about?
Nothing. I just wanted you over here.
Totally don't believe you.
Why not?
Because I feel like friend moments they stem from something.
No, stop guessing.
So here's the thing. You know they say you have to pray very specifically.
I feel I do.
So if God were here right now, which he is obviously, but if you were speaking to him right now, let's run this list down. Let's just be clear so there's no, gray area.
I want a #1 album, something that speaks to the people. I want my acting career to go in the direction that it's going and just do bigger and better. And I want to learn about it. I want to be,
Yeah.
I can't get enough of what I do.
And get into it.
Perfect my craft. Relationship-wise, I want the right relationship. I just don't want to be in a relationship. I want the right person. I want a man that is understanding what I do, who is a believer in God, who
is kind.
Who is kind?
Let's start there.
Do we not know how important that is? Like, yes, you can have the job, you can have the money, you can have this, you can whatever, but if you are unkind, ew.
It takes away everything.
It does. I want somebody that I can come home with and be like, babe, this is what's happening at work. I'm in this place right now. And he actually gives me helpful answers instead of be like, man, I don't know, man.
Right. Or it's not that bad.
No! Help me! You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to cuddle up. I want to enjoy the holidays with somebody. I want somebody after a day like this I can go home to and put my little cold feet under.
Wait.
You don't do that? I just want to put my cold feet
under a warm
butt.
Right.
I watch Love Jones and Brown Sugar and The Wizard of Oz. Understand my goofy. Understand my laugh.
Mahogany.
A good
Success
father.
is nothing.
A great father. I'm still going with this list, by the way. Understand that I like to shop. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do any crazy things.
Shopping
I just
is
like
your
to
thing.
buy myself a bag every once in a while.
I get it.
Okay? Just understand me. I don't want, we spiritually got to be there together. We got to pray together. We got to, and I'm not just talking about no Jesus loves me. I'm talking about we have to be spiritually connected, yo.
Like, I went to children's church.
I'm a supportive person, but please be supportive of me too. I don't know. I just feel in my past relationships, I've invested so much into them. Spiritually, in every way. And nobody's investing in me. Nobody. I'm sick of being worn and torn. Okay? I want to be happy. I want somebody that loves laughing like I do.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Is that so hard to... I will wait. You know that's my keyword. That's my thing to say now. I see all these happy relationships and people getting married for the right reasons and loving each other 17 years later, 30 years later, 50 years later. I want that. I want real.
Right.
And I want to sing about it when it happens. And I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she happy now. Like, we don't want to buy her record. No. You're going to listen because do you know what I had to go through to get here? She needs that.
Yeah.
And I want to sing about that.
And you will. It's coming.
So I'm gonna take you behind the scenes, don't tell nobody, of the BET Awards radio rooms. When I tell you it's craziness in there, I mean every station from around the country is in one room and you have to go from table to table to table, station to station, doing interviews, saying the same thing, answering the same questions. But I love my job.
I miss y'all so much.
She up here eating that toast and everything. She don't miss the Breakfast Club.
I do miss the Breakfast Club. There is nothing like the Breakfast Club. Hi, honey.
What's going on?
We ready.
Backstage at the BET Awards. LeToya Luckett is here too.
My boo.
How are you?
I'm great.
Beautiful woman in the building, all white out, Miss LeToya Luckett.
How are you? I love your accent.
For the big grand finale performance on Sunday, LeToya Luckett's backstage. What's up with the project?
A lot's going on right now. As a matter of fact, I'm in your city, Atlanta, until September filming Single Ladies. I'm one of the new cast members for season 3, so make sure y'all check that out on VH1. And also, I have a show on Century called Culturlist.
And of course, with, you know, everybody being in the same room, you get to run into some of your friends like Michelle Williams and Malcolm Jamal Warner from The Cosby Show, who also has a show on Centric. It was a lot of fun. Looked like a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. So thank God for my brother, because somebody cake-faced me on the way out, and I'm like, do you not see I'm in my all white though? Like, got makeup all over my shirt. What am I supposed to do now? Okay, so we're gonna try this again. This is fit number 2. But the good thing is, it's taking place at my honey bunny AJ Crimson's makeup sweet broom thingy at the BET Awards moment. Yeah.
This is amazing. Like, I felt like with the other one, I thought it was dope. It was good here, but I almost felt like it was too, it just felt too, like, in your crotch. Yeah, too flat, you know what I mean? It just felt like it was a little risky, but I wasn't mad at it.
Okay, here's the thing. So they had me try on this red jumpsuit, right? It was cute. You know my favorite color is red. Hello. And I'm digging it, but it was a situation, and AJ, in the midst of him telling me how to stand and pose, he just wanted to see how it was gonna fit and look on the red carpet.
That's so dope. Like, some hair.
Child, what if that would have happened on the carpet, child? Jesus. I done shown myself. Whew, me and AJ close, but we ain't that close, baby. He done stained the twins just and flopped on out. I ain't wearing that one. Okay, the moment's here. It's the morning of the BET Awards, and I found something to wear, but I'm nervous. Hair and makeup's getting done. Help me God. Well, after going through filming shows and not getting any sleep and the fittings and not knowing what to wear and the stress and the meetings and the at the end of the day, hard work pays off. Hey, where's the testament without the test? Aha! Aha! Hey!